One more day of September weather until we get back into fall, and yes, there is a reason I have an angry bird on my head. Let's talk about it in this Wednesday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. It is Wednesday, the 8th of November, 2023. I'm Texas Storm Chasers not-so-Baldy-in-Chief David Reimer. We're substituting Baldy for Angry Birdie this morning because we're celebrating 10,000 subscribers on the Texas Weather Center YouTube channel. Thank you very much. This Angry Bird pillow is older than some of you watching this video. It's probably about 15 years old at this point. So, in other news, we're going to go ahead and let this, we're just going to let little Angry Bird here watch the video. We do have one more day of warm weather before things take a turn back towards November and we get rain. Let's pop on in and first talk about the wildfire outlook. All things considered, the last day we're going to have to deal with wildfire issues across the state for a bit is today. Another high to very high risk of wildfires across the western third of Texas, mainly confined to the Panhandle, West Texas. Trans-Pecos, Guadalupe Mounds, Davis Mounds into far west Texas into the borderland, El Paso region. Tomorrow and Friday, the wildfire danger takes a chill pill as, well, Mother Nature takes a chill pill, figuratively and literally. Let's pop on over to the North American model for today, tonight, and Thursday. Most of today going to be dry. That changes tonight into Thursday as relatively widespread rain, showers, and thunderstorms moves in from the southwest with an upper-level storm system getting kicked in from Mexico. That's going to result in a pretty good dose of rain tomorrow across the southeastern two-thirds of Texas. Some of that rain will be locally heavy at times. Not expecting severe thunderstorms, and at this point, it doesn't look like we're going to have to deal with widespread flooding tomorrow or on Friday. Can't rule out some, minor issues in terms of, street flooding, construction zone flooding, etc., the trouble spots. And considering we all drive about as well as a 70-year-old flamingo on a Sunday when the weather is dry across Texas, you know the routine. It's not going to be fun. Let's take a look at the cold fronts timing tomorrow. Now, I'm just going to stop this. We're going to restart at the beginning. Here you go, tonight, midnight. Here's my color table for you. Reds, warm. Greens, yellows, it's warm. There you go. There's your color table. As we go into tomorrow, you can see those northerly winds, those closely spaced isobars, areas of pressure. That means it's going to be windy out of the north. Then you can see the cold front's progression tomorrow into tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening as it moves south, making it into the Rio Grande Valley, probably around midnight tomorrow evening. These cold fronts do have a tendency to run a little more quickly than some weather models indicate, so it may be an hour or two faster than what this shows. This will not be a repeat of the cold front 10 days or so ago, where we went from the 80s down into the 30s. Yes, it is going to be comparatively cooler. Yes, the temperature will probably be 30 to 40 degrees cooler for some, especially across northwest Texas, where temperatures are going to go from the 80s to near 90 down into the 40s. But we're not going to be dealing with teens and 20s in terms of temperatures over the next few days. We're just going to get knocked back down towards where we should be for early November. Forecast rain totals over the next 5 days, mainly tonight through Monday morning. Rain totals across portions of West Texas into the Big Bend region have come up a bit. That's in part due to rain chances tonight and tomorrow morning, along with a return of rain chances in that portion of the state as we get into Sunday night and Monday morning. Otherwise, southeastern two-thirds of Texas looks like we should be in line to pick up at least 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain over the next few days, mostly tomorrow, and then pretty much tomorrow. Then as we get into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the potential for some heavier rains to continue across the southeastern third of Texas over those 4 days, which means rain totals in excess of 1 to 3 inches will be possible. Edwards Plateau, Rio Grande Plains, East, Deep South Texas, Rio Grande Valley, 3 to 4 inches of rain possible there, all the way up the lower and middle Texas coast into the coastal bend around Corpus Christi, up into the Victoria Crossroads or the coastal plains. Pick your vernacular and stick with it. And up into southeast Texas, the potential for 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches of rain Could even be a little higher than that in some spots by Monday morning, with a little pocket of 1 to 3 inch rain totals also possible in the Brazos Valley up into the Arklatex, northeast Texas. So, again, we may see some localized flooding where we see, over 2 inches of rain, but most of this will fall over a multi-day span. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And for what it's worth, we may actually see rain chances continue into Monday and Tuesday as another upper level storm system perhaps moves in on the subtropical jet and kicks in another round of rain. That one's still up in the air a bit. That has some disagreement in weather model land. Some models say no, some models say yes. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. Otherwise, temperatures will remain on the cool side, but seasonably pleasant as we get into next week. Today's high temperatures, record highs across northwest Texas, the Big Country, the Permian Basin, into Big Bend, all the way down into the Edwards Plateau, Rio Grande Plains. 90s, abhorrent for November. In fact, for what it's worth, some towns yesterday had their latest 90-degree temperature on record, or the latest 90-degree temperature on record, and in some cases beat it by over a week. So, yeah. We're still breaking records from 1980. Isn't that nice? No. Tomorrow, Crashy, the cold front's moving in. Again, these are high temperatures after 6 a.m. Thursday, meaning some folks are going to see their highs, say DFW, 62, and maybe at 6, 7 in the morning with temperatures falling into the 50s during the day. You can see deep South Texas and Southeast Texas, the front will be late enough that temperatures will be warm again, 80s to low 90s before the cold front arrives around dinner time into late Thursday evening. Now here's a better look at things. High temperatures on Friday after the front moves through the entire state. Upper 40s in the higher elevations of southwest Texas, otherwise 50s and 60s for most of the state, maybe a couple 70s right along the Gulf Coast into the Rio Grande Valley. Hey, that's pretty darn nice for November with rain chances. And then Saturday, upper 50s to middle 60s across the state. Not a bad forecast at all. And then we warm up a few degrees, especially across the Panhandle into Texoma on Sunday, with mostly 60s across the state. Rain chances continuing across the southeastern third of Texas. Maybe another round of rain moving in from the southwest Sunday night into Monday morning. So again, thank you very much for 10,000 YouTube subscribers on the Texas Weather Center YouTube channel. We really appreciate the trust and the following y'all have entrusted us with. You see, I can make stuff up in my head that makes sense, and it just goes... Yeah, you know what I mean. We do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, the next Texas Weather Roundup out bright and early tomorrow morning. Y'all make it a good one, and God bless.